Now I want to talk a little bit about AI use cases within project management. Maybe we can do a bit of a round robin here. So I'm just curious, which types of AI use cases are you looking to use for project management purposes? And then also if there's been any products or vendors that are early leaders in this space and you've been attracted to some of the new products they're putting out. Ross, if you don't mind, I'll start with you there.
Yeah, we're just in the beginning stages of trying to integrate AI into the Atlassian stack. I think some of the use cases that we're prioritizing is automating issue classification and tagging to automatically like classify and tag issues based on the content. Using predictive analytics, for example, like sprint planning, utilizing AI to analyze historical sprint data and predict like the likelihood of the sprint being completing on time or if we're over committing. Those were some of the two different types of AI that we're starting to investigate and test out how accurate those are.
Sure. And then are those directly and features embedded into Atlassian or are you
Yes.
integrating? Oh, so they are Atlassian features. And then have you found that these features are easy to adopt or it still needs some time to figure them all out?
I think we're taking it on a case by case and trying it out. And I think we still need some more time to figure out how successful they are, but they're certainly providing a value add so far. But I think we're taking the cautious approach.
For sure. Great response. Maybe Steve, next, do you have any insights on infusing AI into these tools? And also to add to that question, I'm curious about the appetite to take on incremental costs for these AI features within these tools.
Yeah, so similar to Ross, I think the use cases that we're interested in, and we're not really very far along a path on this, are around optimizing kind of demand planning and optimization from a workload standpoint. And just as we are with other AI initiatives, almost 100% of them are coming from our platform vendors. So, we're not looking to try to be pioneers from the standpoint of doing anything interesting with AI on our own. We really feel like most of the value that you're going to see and probably 80 to 90% of the use cases are going to be from the platform vendors, in this case, the ones we're talking about, but it could be, any platform that you have in your environment, call center technology, whatever it may be. That's where we're seeing AI being integrated, or the opportunities to evaluate and then potentially integrate AI into our processes. And I think to your question about do I maybe what is the feeling about incremental costs? Obviously, this is all about cost, risk, and value creation, and that's the way we would evaluate any investment, whether it's AI or anything else. What is the cost? Is there a risk in doing it? Risk of change, risk of kind of absorbing something new, and any particular risk that AI may kind of inject. And then what is the value that's created? Kind of along those dimensions to just make the decision about whether or not it makes sense to invest.
Sure, great feedback. John, anything to add there?
Well, we're not I know both of those guys said they're early on. Well, we're not even early on because we're just post-merger getting people used to. Some people were really well versed in Jira, but now we have a lot of newbies. And so we're holding off till probably 2025 before we really look at any significant new features, AI included. But I agree with, I think it was Steve who mentioned that, looking at the platform vendors is the way to go. We don't have AI developers per se that are able to tackle this. And I think the integration advantages you get from the platforms is far outweighs anything we might, and I stress might, be able to do on our own. So again, we're early on. We think it's interesting, but it's too early for us to add that on top of what is a very new experience for many of our employees.
For sure. Definitely learning curve there on top of organizational changes. Sounds like a lot. Julio, anything to add there on AI within project management?
Yes, we were engaged from Microsoft for a bunch of proof of concept about AI. And one of these proof of concept was about Microsoft Project. And I think they delivered an interesting feature for us. They helped us to deliver in resource management. We use a little bit of AI in resource management with Microsoft Project. It was pretty good. I was not enthusiastic because it was not what we thought that would be. We invested times and resources in Copilot, in AI. I think that at the moment we are in a, I would say, caution mode because we are not prone to spend a lot of money on artificial intelligence right now. We did for sure let developers use artificial intelligence features in GitHub, but for coding, not for resource management or project management. So I would say that at the moment we are basically in a standby situation about using AI for project management, also for because we did forecast the expenses, and it's pretty high.